Hello, welcome back to Dr. Noor Firdaus channel. You are exploring the world of business management with Dr. Noor. So today we are going to discuss about a very important topic as a part of organizing. That's your chapter 3. That is called as span of management. Very important topic. Span of management. So that I'll be very small topic but very important that I'll be explaining you today. So before starting with the topic, let me ask you one thing. Have you subscribed to my channel? No? Then please subscribe today itself and keep sharing my videos. Keep writing comments. That will help me to improve in my delivery, correct delivery of the class. Then please do like my videos. So with that note, hope you follow my instructions and do all these things and support my channel to grow more. So with that note, let me start with the topic called as the span of management. Yes. So span of management, I have to start from the meaning of span of management, right? So span of management, as the name says, can you see the picture there? The purple man, correct, is trying to manage the blue. Blue is to yellow, yellow to the green, green to the red. So each one of them is taking care of one responsibility. So here the span of management is 1. But each one of them can manage only one. Their ability is only one. So did you get the meaning of span of management with the diagram? Yes. Span of management is total number of employees a supervisor can manage effectively is what is called as span of management. So here the span of management is only 1 in the picture. But in reality, the span of management will be 5 will be there, 10 will be there. For example, in a college, director will be managing 50 people. So his span of management is 50. Correct? Our director may have 12 people whom he is managing. A director may decentralize it. He may manage only 4. And another 4 he'll ask him to manage 10, 10, 10. Like that 50 people can be managed. Left to him. So that is what is called as span of management. Number of employees reporting to a supervisor. Traditional view 7 or correct 7 or so per manager. So earlier only 6, 7 used to be there. That is why it used to be called as tall organization structure. But nowadays we are going ahead towards flat organization structure where the boss and subordinate relationship only is going away. There is nothing like boss, there is nothing like subordinate now. Anyone can go and talk to anyone. Their task is assigned, they have to sit and do. Now the pandemic COVID-19 situation is there. You see what is happening? People are sitting at home and doing the job. Who is boss there? Who is subordinate there? Whomever they want they can message. Whomever they want they can talk. So where is the structure here? Correct? So that is why it is called as span of management. Earlier it used to be very narrow, but now it is very broad. So many organizations today will have 30 per manager. So earlier 6, 7, today 30 to 35 people per manager will be allotted. Generally, if a supervisor must be closely involved with employees, his span should be small. If I have to monitor them continuously, then span should be small. If it's a machine work, all 50 of them are doing machine work, then one production manager can manage all 50 blue collar employees working on machine. Because they come early morning, work on their machine and go. What is your role there? Not much. But a CEO cannot manage so many presidents because each one of them you have to talk in detail. So he can have only 3 or 4. So it depends upon the type of job what they are doing. So generally supervisor must be closely involved with employees should be small. Otherwise the small can be large. So what are the factors, right, which determine the span of control? So what do you mean by span of management and what are the factors influencing span of management is very important topic here, students. So the last span of control, you have these factors here. The first one is work is stable or routine. I told you 50 workers, all 50 of them are working on machine. My role is very less than 50 I can manage. But vice president have to, he spend time with each one of the manager in detail. He cannot have more than 3 or 4. So the first work is stable or routine. More. Correct? Last span if work is routine and stable. Then similar task. All of them will work on machines. Last span. Single location. One place itself, all 50 people are working. Then one boss is enough. If they are working in 2 places, 2 bosses are required. So single location. Then employees are highly trained. Full training is provided to them. Even the machine gets switched off, they know how to operate and work. So that much training is provided to them. The span can be large. Then employees are highly trained. Then rules and procedures are available. See, people are sitting at home and doing the job. We are paying them. Why we are paying them? Because there is a rules and procedures. They have to log in the morning, log out in the evening. So I'll get to know they are online. What more? I'm controlling them. So rules and procedures are available, which will control them. Then support system and personnel are available for supervisor. I'm the supervisor. For me, one PA is given. She takes care of all my meetings. She schedules meeting for me, right? So that support, and I should have a system. I should have all facilities. Then I can have more span of people. If I don't have this facility, I'm alone, I have to do everything. Then I can manage only less number of people. Then little time is required in non-supervisory activities. Then I can have more. Only little time I have to spend with them, I can have more. Personal preferences and style of management favors a large span. So my own preferences, what I want. I want you to have a large span. Then if I am capable, I can manage 100 people also. I am very good leader. Then I can manage more. If I am a person who do everything in detail and can't manage more number of people, definitely they look for lesser span of people. So these are the factors which influences the last span of control. So opposite of this, your span of management will be less. If these factors are there, then span of management will be more. And span of management is also called as span of control. Please make a note of it. In competitive exams or PUC business studies subject, correct? And maybe if you take MBA, principles of management. So any UGC net, any exam you take, they will ask span of management, or sometimes they call it a span of control. It is one and the same. Ability of a manager to manage the subordinates. So now, if the span of management is small, then it will give rise to tall structure. Small, tall, correct? Then span of management is large, flat. So now the new topic have come into existence that is called as tall versus flat structure. So span of control used in an organization determines whether the structure is tall or flat. So span of control used in an organization determines whether the structure is tall or flat. Tall structure has a narrow span and more hierarchical level. Flat structure has a wide span, more people, and horizontally dispersed, and will have fewer, the very less hierarchical level. The trend now have changed. Almost all organizational structure in 1920s, 30s, if you see, most of them were tall structures. Like IBM used to be the tall structure. But today, IBM has transformed itself. And today, IBM is a flat structure where each one is having 40, 50 engineers reporting to one boss and they take care of the work. And anyone can go and report to anyone. There's nothing like boss and superior subordinate relationship there. So that is what is called as the present trend. That is what is happening. So tall versus flat structure. So let me show you the diagram. I told you the chart should have a diagram. Without diagram, in exam also, no, when you are answering about tall and flat structure, you should draw. When or you are talking about formal structure, you should draw. Or you should draw like this. Or if you are talking about flat organization structure, you should draw. Can you see here, students? Tall versus flat structure. Please see the slide. It will be easy for you to understand. So, old and tall structure is A. First one, yellow color, is old, tall structure. New and flat structure is purple color. So, you can see now, first you have president. Under president, 4 vice presidents are there. Then executive vice president 1, 6 specialists he has to manage. His span is 6. So, president span is 4. I told you it will be less at the top level. Then executive vice president have got 6 people whom is managing. Then executive vice president operating manager have got 5 people. Then executive president have got 4 and vice president operating managers have got 10. So the span is 10. And 10, correct? Then again staff specialists, they have 5. Each one of them have got operating managers and staff specialists. So one have 8, one have 9, one have 14 maximum. This is what is called as the tall organization structure. Under each one of them, they have their own people to manage. So it's a tall structure. So how many levels are there? 1, 2, 3. And below that, another 2 levels are added. Minimum 3 to 5 levels will be there in tall structures. But look at the flat structure. President, under president, one side all operating managers reporting to him, and one side all staff specialists reporting to him. 10 plus 9, all 19 people is managed by one president only. There is no layer. 4 vice presidents are not required only here. All of them are reporting to president only. So directly you can talk to your boss. So that this is what the new, almost all IT companies have got this kind of structure. We call it a new or flat structure. You can see this tall structure in production units till now. You correct, if you go to Toyota, any manufacturing organization, you come across the tall structures. But if you go to the service sector, most of them are flat structures like IT or retail. Correct, if you go to hospitals, most of them will be new. The flat structure, what they are following. So this is how the structure has to be drawn. So I taught you today a very important topic, span of management and factors influencing the span of management, larger span and narrow span. And if it is the larger span, then it will be called as flat structure. So what is flat structure? I explained you. Then what is tall structure? I have explained you. So tall structure, decision making will take lot of time, because any decision to be taken, it has to go to president. To go to president, 5 levels it has to cross, or 3 levels it has to cross. It will take time. But if you go to a flat structure, directly my boss only is the CEO. I can directly talk to him and resolve. So the issues can be resolved very easily, and quick decision making is possible when you have a flat structure. So that is what for today's class, students. So hope you understood my class. Please share the videos to your friends and subscribe to my channel, and take care. See you in the next class.